Behaviorist theories. All of the following behaviorist theories have been applied and used in the classroom to maintain desired student behavior. We have found not only how to apply these theories, but specifically in a physical education setting. Skinner's operant conditioning. The problem of students not dressing out to participate in physical activity is widespread. When students do not dress out, operant conditioning is involved with negative punishment, whether that consists of a reduction of their grade or them walking the field where their classmates get to participate. Students begin to lose time with friends or points for the class, and they will start to dress out more often to regain those things. When a student dresses out for PE, they gain a reward of being able to be with friends and earn points for the day. Operant conditioning can also easily come into play as students are rewarded and punished based on their performance in class. Effort, participation, and good behavior can easily be influenced by bonus points, added point to their grade, or even a skip the run for the day. Thorndike's theory of law of effect is involved in PE as behavior that produces pleasant consequences is likely to be repeated. For example, a student works out for a few days in a row and starts to see positive results, such as better cardio, losing fat, and getting stronger. Then they will continue to work out in order to see positive results. Behavior that produces unpleasant consequences is unlikely to be repeated. For example, if a student does not work out for weeks at a time, they will continue to feel bad, such as sluggish, overweight, and out of breath. They will not continue this bad habit and will instead work out to see pleasant or positive results. Thorndike also believed in law of readiness, which is a satisfying state of affairs which results when an individual is ready to learn and is allowed to do so. Being forced to learn when not ready or being prevented from learning when ready to learn results in an annoying state of affairs. By having the students lined up and know it's time to begin, students will be more aware that it's time to learn. Bandura's social learning theory. Bandura's theory focuses on modeling where learning takes place in a dynamic interaction between individuals. This can be through copying the role model's behavior, demonstrations with feedback, and discussion. Goal setting and reinforcement via feedback were viewed by Baker and Buckley as techniques that were rooted in the practice of behaviorism. All these social learning theory techniques can be applied to physical education settings as well. Setting and achieving fitness goals falls under social learning. Having your students set goals for particular fitness activities, providing them with positive feedback when they are on track to reach their goals, and providing them with constructive feedback when they are behind or getting off track. Teaching the squat or any type of technical movement uses social learning and modeling. Demonstrating the movement and giving feedback when the student tries the movement and repeating the process, they will improve their technique for that movement. Classical conditioning. Pavlov's classical conditioning can be a key component in physical education as students can learn behaviors through association. An example of this could be using a whistle as an unconditioned stimulus to eventually create a conditioned response of students lining up and knowing it's time to be ready for class. This is important as students are learning to respect the teacher and the time they have to accomplish the lesson for that day. This also leads to high student expectations and having time to clearly explain the objectives for the lesson plan.